How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Mr. Ali in the house, right?
Yes, sir.
Pronounce your first name for me.
Bilal.
Bilal Ali.
Yes.
And you play what offensive line, correct?
Left tackle and defensive end. Well, left tackle on offensive line and defensive end on defense.
What has it been like with this Eastern Guilford football team this year? You guys have had some success. Tell us what that's been like for you and your team.
Yeah, it just proves that hard work, like working hard at practice and just paying attention to the little things and try to fix everything so you can go out and play on the field. It just shows you that.
Has this been a fun year for you?
Yes, sir. This is actually my second year playing football ever.
Now, last year you had guys like Jarius Moorhead, right?
Yes, sir.
And also you had, as well, Jacob Finnerty, and you had a ton of guys last year. You lost some of those guys. What was it like having to come back with some new guys this year and kind of you wouldn't say rebuild, but kind of reload this team? And you got some good talent. What was it like turning this team around a little bit?
Well, we suffered a big loss with Darius and the class of 2015. Well, was it 2015? Yeah, 2015. Mm-hmm. So we suffered a big loss, but I feel with the team now, like if we work hard and we just go out there and execute. If we don't reach, we can reach more. We can reach higher levels than they do.
So you can actually become a better team this year than you guys were last year.
Yes,
I'm sure that's your goal.
Yes, that's what
as a senior, right?
Plan on doing.
And a senior leader on this team, correct?
Just getting better and better and better.
Bilal Ali, Mr. Ali, Mr. Bilal Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about your team's success. I know the first game you played Southern Guilford, right?
Yes, sir.
And beat those guys.
Yes, sir. We beat them. Yes. I don't quite remember this.
It's about a 36-29, that neighborhood somewhere like that.
Yeah, 36-29. We beat them by a touchdown. Mm-hmm. It was a long game. It was a long, tough game. They were coming at us all night. They didn't resist, and we were coming right back at them. And it just came down to whoever executed better in the fourth quarter.
What is the key to your offense?
Well, we run heavy. We're a run heavy offense.
Heavy running team.
Yes. So our offensive line, we have to get out there.
How do you like that quarterback? Because I've watched him on YouTube. I've watched him on that huddle, and he's number 7, right?
Yes, number 7.
Mr. Barr.
No, he's number 5.
Number 5. Who's number 7?
Number 7 is Justin Bryant.
There you go.
Yes.
I mentioned him earlier. Yeah. So number 5, Barr. Talk about what kind of player he is. How much fun is it to be out in front blocking for that guy? Because it looks like he's going gone.
Bryant is an exciting player to be around. He just uplifts the whole team. He's a leader of the team. He makes sure everything is going right. And if Bryant, he's just a great player to be around.
Is James Artis still back there too?
James Artis, yeah, he plays running back.
Because I saw him a bit when you guys were in the scrimmage up at Northern. Remember that night, Northern scrimmage? I saw you guys up there.
We didn't. When we were scrimmaging on Northern's.
At their place. I can't remember who you guys went against.
I think that was Reedsville.
Might have been Reedsville. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
it was Reedsville.
Pretty successful that night you guys had too, and that's the first time I had to see you play. Plus, you've also got the kid. You got the Barr kid at quarterback, Bryant Barr, who's
sir.
number 5. And plus, you got the
upcoming Dominique Graves.
Mr. Graves is back there too.
Dominique Graves by his senior year.
You're pretty lucky to have 2 outstanding quarterbacks like that. That's kind of a nice thing to have.
Yep. By his senior year, he'll definitely be a problem.
And what is he now, sophomore?
He's a sophomore now, yes.
Gotcha. Now, wide receiver. Finnerty, probably your top wide receiver?
Isaiah Finnerty, yes. Mm-hmm. But we love all our wide receivers.
Who else you got out there?
We have Nick Peely. We have Nick Peely, Justin Bryant, as he plays both ways. Sometimes James Artis. And
who would you say is the top running back? I mean, a quarterback Barr runs a lot, so he's almost like a quarterback, he's almost like a running back. Who would you say probably the top running back?
Zion Walker. He puts it all out.
He was with you guys last year.
Yes,
he carried pretty well.
Yes, he puts it all into the running back position. He tries his best to get better and better every year. Goes to camps, and yeah, he just comes out.
How big is Walker? Is he a big guy or a smaller guy?
He's not really a big. He's more of an agile running back, but he carries a lot of power with him.
I had written you down at about how tall? 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3", 6'3.5", 6'4".
Maybe 265?
Yes, yes, sir.
You got some size. How'd you get big and how'd you get strong? How did all this come about for you?
Well, I grew up in Philadelphia, and
so you're from Philly then?
Yeah, I grew up in Philadelphia. Okay. I grew up in Philadelphia. I really until 9th grade. Well, not until I moved here. Actually, I really wasn't in the weight room. I really didn't focus on.
So you had a bit of a big frame, but you hadn't gone to do anything with it.
No,
then.
10th grade year. As soon as I got here, and I would like to thank my parents for moving me here to North Carolina because it really got me focused on school and football. And as soon as I got here, Coach Rob got me on the field, got me focused on school, got me in the weight room, got me training. and it's turning out since I'm here.
Well, I saw when you came in, and I said, "This Mr. Ali, he's kind of moving. He's got energy. You got a lot of energy stored up. You're ready to go right now."
Yes, sir. I'm ready to play, sir.
If the game were to start tonight in about 10 minutes, you could go automatically right
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
What are you looking forward to about that Northeast game tomorrow night?
Northeast game.
It's a good game too. I'm jumping in because all that jump in a lot and talk about it. That's also a conference game. It's a big game for you
This is our
guys.
first conference game.
How big is this game? What does this game mean to you tomorrow night?
This is our first conference game. It's the biggest game of the season because it's this game. That's what Coach Rob always says to us. It's the biggest game of the season because it's this game. And it's really the game. This is our first conference game. This is the game that matters.
So far, you guys have played Southern Guilford and beat them.
Yes, sir.
You played Raleigh Broughton and beat them.
Yes, sir.
That was a Thursday night game or Friday night? That was a Friday. We were going to play on Thursday, moved it to Friday, yeah?
We moved it to Friday.
Beat those guys. That's the two. And then you had the one loss. Who did that loss come to?
Southeast.
Southeast Guilford. That's about a 49-28 game, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes.
A lot of offense in that game, especially Southeast. Did you play any defense too?
Yes, I play defense.
Do you start?
Like
Kind of rotate?
Well, my main primary position is left tackle, but
On offense,
like
yeah.
sometimes if we go up against a certain offense, we have a certain defense arranged for it, and then that's when I would start at a position.
And you go defensive end, is that right?
Yes.
Gotcha. What was it about the Southeast game? Did you guys have a chance in that game, or were they just that much better than you? What was the problem?
No, we had a chance. We stayed close throughout the whole game. It was just mistakes. It was just mistakes and later in the game and they took advantage of it and they went up a couple touchdowns and we just.
What's it going to take to
come back.
solidify, make sure you guys beat Northeast tomorrow night?
Well, it's consistency. Like usually, when Eastern Guilford we take off in the first half, we're up by a whole bunch of points, a whole bunch of points, and then in the second half we send a lax and let the team come back into the game. If we keep our consistency and persistency in scoring the game, we can come out victorious.
Do you have a favorite college team you watch?
Temple University is my hometown.
So you go back to Philadelphia then, go back to Temple.
You said,
You kind of go back and follow Temple, the Temple Owls, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
back
sir.
in hometown. You guys used to have the Big Five up there in basketball. I'm not sure about football, but Temple football, that's what you'd like to go maybe play for them one day?
Yes, I would like to play for Temple.
You should have some possibilities. Is that any communication between you and Temple now going on?
Yes, they sent me a letter, but it was, they sent me a letter, but other than that.
What, at 6'3", about 265, any idea what position you would play in college? Would they keep in the offensive line, you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would probably have to go out there and adjust to whatever they put me at. But I work really hard, as you can see. This is my second year playing. I'm a quick learner, and I would work really hard, and I would try to be the best.
Would you go? Where would you go to school if you were not playing football? Say if next year comes, there's not any football options, any possibilities. Where do you go to school then? Do you still go back to Temple, or go somewhere else?
I would still look for Temple, but then if football doesn't work out, I would like to go to culinary arts.
Really?
Go to a culinary school.
How about this Johnson and Wales? Ever heard of them in Charlotte? That culinary school? Heard of those?
No,
guys?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, they got a basketball. I'm sure they got football. They got basketball. The weird thing about Johnson and Wales, go back. We'll do our research again later. Make sure we got all this right. I think pretty much that's right. Anyway, the coach was a basketball coach at Eastern Guilford about 3 years ago. He's now the basketball coach at Johnson and Wales, the culinary cooking school. So you know how these things might come together. Who was the toughest football player you've ever gone up against from Eastern Guilford? Toughest man you fought against on your own team?
Kyrie Lundy.
Kyrie Lundy, the old linebacker from last year.
Yeah, Kyrie Lundy. Kyrie Lundy was tough. He managed to still.
He made you a better player, though, probably going
Yes,
against
sir.
him. Though.
Yes, sir. Well, who I give most credit to forming the player I am today is our Coach Branch. Have you ever heard of him?
Coach who?
Coach Branch.
Give me his name now.
His name is Dustin Branch.
Dustin Branch. I've heard that name from somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he was caught in the like with the student, the assault charge with the student, and he no longer coaches there at Eastern.
Wow.
Yeah,
So Coach Branch.
he was an O-line coach. He was a great O-line coach.
He got the job done.
Yeah, he got the job done. He took me and he formed it. He 100% formed the player. Now,
He turned your life around.
Yes,
then.
yes,
Man.
sir.
Did he catch you after you just got in from Philly? And was he with you early when you got to Eastern?
when I got to Eastern, it was my sophomore year, and it was too late to play football.
Yeah.
And the junior year, he
You
had
got
me out
Coach
there.
Branch.
He had me out there spring practice, working, just working, up
Coach
down every
Branch.
practice.
If
Coach
you could do a
Branch.
shout out today, even though he's been through a lot himself, been through some troubles, you would have a shout out for Coach Dustin
Coach
Branch.
I'll have a shout out for my parents, Coach Branch, quarterback, the rest of my old linemen, 30 boys. I would have Eastern Guilford, Coach Rob, a lot of people.
Tell you who I liked at Eastern Guilford last year, the guy who kind of impressed me. And I don't know if he played football or not, but this guy got my attention because this guy, I thought this guy could do something big time. He was a wrestler, you guys. Remember that wrestling guy who was about 190, 195, and he was back-to-back state champions?
Willie Bivens?
That's him.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was, to me, I don't know about Eastern Guilford athletics, but last year, that's the guy who got my attention because that guy was pretty well-rounded body. This guy's a pretty strong guy. Back-to-back about 190 state titles. That's tough. That's a tough weight class.
Willie Bivens is all year-round wrestling. He dedicates his entire life to wrestling, and it's just starting to work out. He had a full scholarship at Campbell University.
On wrestling.
Yes.
That's the guy I like because, I mean, that guy really impressed me because win back-to-back state titles, that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, he totally dedicates his life and it pays out in the end.
What do you want to do when you get into college? What do you want to study? You said culinary, right?
Yeah, but that's just if football doesn't work out.
That's back up.
Yeah, I want to stay with sports, and I want to go with sports management, like in the sports. Like I want to stay with sports, and I really haven't given this much thought. I know I should be giving this much thought, but I know I want to stay with sports, like sports medicine or sports managing, somewhere in that branch. Yeah.
You talked about the toughest guy you went up against at Eastern Guilford. Who's the toughest guy you've gone up against around Guilford County? Maybe from another school. Maybe you can't remember his name. Maybe you just remember his school. The toughest guy you fought or gone up against.
Each Elements last year, it was his number 70. It was number 70 something. He was a big guy and he was tough. He made it a long night for us, but.
Was he a senior? Do you remember? Because you may see him again next year. It'd be kind of fun if you fought that guy and battled that guy last year. Maybe get a chance to see that guy again this year. That'd be the fun thing.
Yes.
And see how much you've improved. You got better. Who's the guy you got to worry about from Northeast? Who's the man there?
Their fullback Tobias and their quarterback. Their quarterback.
That quarterback Simpson. I hear a lot of good things about him. Pretty quick.
Yeah, I heard he's pretty quick too, and he makes a lot of people miss on the ball. So we got to work on wrapping them up and bring them down.
How about your defense? Because I mean, their defense. Because you're on offense blocking these guys.
Yes, sir.
What do you got to be aware of their defensive side?
On our defensive side?
Their defensive side, since you're blocking
their
them.
defensive
yeah,
side.
Who you
They run 3-3 sometimes. They run 4-4. They have their fullback Tobias. They said my coach told me they have him playing defensive line, so we might have to worry about him. But yeah, we
do you like blocking down, blocking inside more, or just like blocking straight ahead? What's your favorite way to block?
My favorite way to block is pass protection.
You like pass protection as much as anything?
I like protecting my quarterback.
How does your pass protection work? Do you take 3 steps across the line, hold your spot? How do you block on your pass protection?
I take my steps and I'm looking like we go off the call of the running back. So I listen to whatever the running back says, and then I take my steps, and then I'll read my guy. If he goes through the gap, I trust my other offensive lineman to handle him. If he comes through my way, I stay here.
And how long do you hold your block?
To the whistle blows. That's what Coach Rod. To the whistle blows.
Good stuff.
To the whistle ends, actually.
The longer the better. If you can hold that block as long as you can, no doubt about it. Again, your goals for the rest of this year.
My goals for the rest of the year?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't want my parents having a stress about paying the college tuition.
You want to get that stuff lined up.
Yeah, I want to have
You got to make a splash. Got to get that Ali name out there, right?
Yep. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got to keep that Ali name out because people got to find out about you, and you want to help your parents out so they have to pay for that college education.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And goals as far as what you want this team to do.
I want us to play to our best of our abilities and reach as far as we can reach in the playoff. And eventually, if we can go to state championships, win a state championship, bring it home, we can get.
I know the most important game is the next game on the schedule, which is going to be Northeast Guilford at your place tomorrow night. What are some other games you look forward to playing? Other teams?
Northern Guilford.
I wanted you to say it. I want to make you say it. I want to hear you say it. Yeah.
Northern Guilford.
You love that game, right?
Sour loss last year.
That was a tough one. 22-21.
22-21.
When C.J. Freeman's got that ball down toward the left end zone.
Controversial.
And the ball's on the ground. It's get kind of cold that night. The dew's starting to form. A little bit wet down around the field. And there's a big controversy.
Controversial call.
But you can't wait to get that game going again?
Can't wait to get that game going again. We got to pay them a little visit for it.
You may ask your coach that night. Say, Coach, can you let me play a little extra defense tonight?
Yeah, I might. I've been looking to get back on. I'm gonna get a little bit more defense reps. Focus on my defensive part more. Yeah.
Bilal Ali, Mr. Ali. Well, listen, you want to put that shout out again for Dustin Branch, right?
Dustin Branch, Coach Branch. And
Still thinking about you.
Yeah, and I would like to shout out to my parents, like I said previously, and linemen. I love you all. Coach Rob, Dustin Branch once again, and parents, 30 boys. Yeah, I know.
Who's your teacher? Who's the teacher that made you what you are today? Is there a teacher in the class?
Teacher, a teacher. Yeah, I want to go Miss Hollingsworth. Teacher. Yeah, I want to say Miss Hollingsworth and Miss Bosick, this counselor. Yeah, she gave me a warm greeting in North Carolina.
Miss Bostic?
Miss Bostic.
When you first came in?
Yes. Warm
Well,
greeting.
listen, good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure meeting you, man. You're strong. How much do you bench press?
We haven't maxed lately, but I think I'm around like, I'm not sure. If you hit me with a number, I'll be sure that.
About 280?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah,
like
okay. I was thinking 275, 280 maybe?
Yeah, yes, sir. 280. Yes, sir.
Listen, keep up the good work. I think you got a good future.